Hey beauty junkies, welcome back to my channel. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, so I made a few DIY decorations and treats just to get ready for that day. These are amazing for yourself or even for a gift or even to share with that special loved one or a friend. And so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Alright, so for the first DIY, I made this little heart garland slash little curtain. The good thing about this, you can hang it up wherever you want. The way that I started it was by cutting a lopsided U onto a thicker piece of paper just to kind of create that stencil for the other hearts that I'm going to trace and make. I just cut it like this, and the good thing about this is you can make it into any shape that you want. So I just grabbed a few pieces of colored paper and I traced that hard onto all of them. For these papers, it was about 5 per sheet of paper and it was different colors too. And I think in total I did about 30 hearts, and I traced them on the back of the paper where there was no color because I didn't want the lines to show when I cut the hearts. Now after this, I just went ahead and cut along the traced hearts. Once I had all the hearts cut up, I went and grabbed a piece of black ribbon and I just went ahead and measured it according to how long I wanted it. You guys can do them longer or shorter, but I did about 7 pieces of ribbon, all the same length, just so that way I have the same length when hanging them up. Now if you like to use different colors, you can definitely do that. Once that was done, I grabbed my glue gun and just put a little bit of glue on the back of the heart, like in the middle, and then I just started gluing it on the ribbon. I didn't really measure it or anything, but I believe it was like 3 inches apart. Put them next to each other so that way I had reference as to which colors not to repeat. This next DIY, you're going to need a few cut up hearts in different sizes that match each other, a glue stick, a Sharpie, and some envelopes. And also, let's not forget the ribbon. I am going to be making kind of like a garland to hang over your bed. So what I did was open the envelopes and just glued them onto the string. And a lot of these envelopes already have that glue, so you can just put a little bit of water and just seal them shut. There's nothing in there, but you can also put like little love notes or anything like that. I used about 7 envelopes and I just separated them like 4 or 5 inches apart, and I just did that all throughout, and that way it's long enough to hang up over your bed or wherever you want. I then used some glue and glued the hearts right on top of those envelopes like so, and I did different colors, I alternated. And for the red hearts, I did a little gray heart on top of that just to give it a little bit more texture, I guess you can say. And then once I did that with the Sharpie, I wrote little love sayings like I love you and like sweetheart, stuff like that. And then I just went ahead and hung it up over my room, and that was it for that. And the cool thing is you can make it so it matches your room. Okay, so now for the treats, I first made these strawberries with like cream cheese filling. They were delicious. So I started off by putting an X or cutting an X into the strawberry and slowly flouring them like this, and that way they don't break or rip or anything like that. And I did that with all the strawberries. And look at how pretty those look. Now for the frosting, I did a 1/3 cup of cream cheese, 1/3 cup of heavy cream, and about 3 teaspoons of sugar. And then I just blended it with a hand mixer, so that way it was just really nice and fluffy. And then once I had that, I put it into a small sandwich ziploc bag, and that way I was able to cut a small hole into the ziploc bag and stuff all of the strawberries. And this filling, you guys, it's delicious. You can also add some food coloring like some red or pink or whatever you want, and it's gonna be awesome because I mean, strawberries with cream cheese, come on. Okay, now last but definitely not least are these amazing strawberry floats. I did about 2 scoops of strawberry ice cream into one of these cute mason jars. I filled it with strawberry soda about halfway. Then I added 3 more scoops of ice cream, which was delicious and I don't recommend eating every day. I then filled it also to the top with a little bit more soda. And then once I had that, I garnished it with a nice strawberry, and you can also add a cute straw. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys soon. Happy Valentine's Day. Actually, I'll see you before that. Bye!